Welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves another video. Pop one of these. I don't like whips and chains, but you can't tie me down. Would you put your loving on me, baby? Put your loving on me, baby. When it's minty, it makes your mouth feel all funny inside. Pause. That was a big pause. I apologize. We got ourselves an Anton video. Did anybody have a video because some dude, I don't know his name, Jeff Star, something Star. There's a dude that put wigs on his head and he's into dudes.
Slay.
He's gonna make like a claim. His claim is only 5% of all men are strictly into women. If you're not part of that 5%, you sleep with something else besides women. I ain't gonna lie to you, when he said, I was like, I don't know where you get that stat from. But then he told us where he got that from. You wanna know what his nutball mind said? He's the stat. He's the reason why he know 95% of all men are like this. What he is telling us is when he go in the gas station, 95% of all the men start looking at him and then walk up like this. Hey, little daddy, how you doing? It was wild. And guess who signed off on this? Molly. Cause it's an Anton video.
Hit the cash app and I might.
We got a cash app. $5 from Izzy. Put this towards Big Bro's background. Got you, Izzy. Don't worry, y'all haven't been seeing him lately because I'm about to start another channel. I'm gonna start another channel where it's strictly me and him talking about all these things, but it's strictly me and him because YouTube was pushing my videos away from y'all because what I did, it messed with the algorithm. I don't know, but it did. I'm about to start another channel. And me and my bro, we're gonna start doing phone calls. So I don't have people calling in and talking to me about whatever we're talking about. I'm gonna start putting that in the description and everything as well. So that's what's the new thing. $25, father figures. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you too. That's father figures right there. Give me a second so you can see it clear because the blur. Y'all see it? Boy, I need to clean this room out. Samuel, $20. Thank you, bro. One who drew me this. I already posted you his Instagram, but he's the one who drew this for me. Thank you, brother. I'm getting used to Little Shaq over there. Well, give me a second. I'm gonna try to be Little Shaq. Y'all seen it. I hope I did it good. I think that's pause again. But hold up, just in this video, need you to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. In the comment section, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Just let me know that it's real. But let's waste no more time. Let's roll the clip. Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
5% of the population that are men like women only. 5%.
Wow.
95% of men will f anybody.
Wait, how do you pull? Where's this stat from? Wait, like, where's this?
His own. I know.
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I want to just know.
Let me just tell you this.
Do we have a study or something?
Yeah, he's
I am the study.
He's the study.
Oh, you're the study. Okay.
I am the Harvard study.
Okay.
Did you
You mean you're just saying words? You're a dude with the...
hear that?
As a very feminine man who has never pretended to be anything but what I was born, I do look a certain way, which that also upset people when I was talking about Charlie and all this. Like, I'm a dude. I'm a guy. Do I look very feminine? Yes, I love hair and nails and makeup. I don't know. It's just built in me to like fashion.
You can imagine where the calculus of a lot of this gets confusing.
Yes. So
Yeah.
society has let everyone know that men have to be macho and men. So if they have sex with a male or anyone that's feminine that has a penis, they're now demasculated in their freak show. It's very bizarre. So unfortunately, the DL term is very real. A lot of guys want to hook up on the DL because the world will judge them. There's been dudes that have been in love with me, that have cried and like literally wanted to kill themselves because they're in love with me, but their parents will disown them, and that means more than me. I've had grown men literally like...
Oh, thank you.
Bro, what the fuck is this, man?
It's a reasonable question, Slimmy.
No,
I
it's not.
agree.
Bro, this.
Well, let's
It's a
put the
reasonable
question on the
Slimmy.
table.
It's a reasonable question.
Is only 5% of men attracted to is only 5%
It's written wrong, but go ahead.
of men attracted to women only? Let's start with the ladies.
We'll never know the answer to that. There's no way to know the answer to that. But I don't believe that that's the case. I think that there's a large percentage that are just attracted to a whole, but I don't think it's 95% of men. I think that's ridiculous.
Somebody said, I'd say 90% of men are attracted to women only.
Oh,
Do you think that's accurate? That most,
I think
that
2% of men.
You think 2% of men are only
I
attracted?
think 98% of men like other than women.
Why are y'all talking to Molly? I'll let you know right now. Molly's saying that she only think 2%. 2%. That means Molly believes her husband over here is sleeping with dudes. Molly believes Anton is sleeping with dudes. Molly believes Slimmy and Q are sleeping with dudes. 98%, 2%. She believes all of y'all are sleeping with dudes. That's what it is. But if you ask her that, she's gonna say Anton's not. She's gonna say Anton's not. But that's what she just said. So why are y'all speaking to Molly?
Or additional
Women or just
women
any-
and additional. I think about 2% men are straight heterosexual male. And let me preface this. I've been feeling this way for a long time before
That's because you dislike men for a long time.
all these conversations will come up. Just my observations of men in general. And the fact that I feel like men have to literally be taught how to not be homosexuals a lot of the time. Why would you have to teach a species not to be homosexual if it wasn't kind of okay?
What are your
Well,
thoughts?
not just homosexual, but like not like with children, with animals, with men.
Based off of your logic, because I think she's using the Bible. She's using the Bible right now. And you know what? If we go by that, then that means you believe majority of women want to sleep with animals. Because in the Bible, based on what you're saying, those women were sleeping with women, sleeping with men dressed up like women, and sleeping with animals. So majority of women, they want to sleep with an animal. I'm going to just say it. Molly, that means you're a goat f***er. That's what you just said. Allegedly. Someone hit the allegedly button.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Based off of your logic. Yep, she put that Nicki Minaj struggling wig on, and she's just out there looking for goats.
Lex,
I don't know. He obviously has some incline of what he's talking about. He thinks, the men that he messed with are more than likely straight, is what he's saying.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but allegedly, this is who destroyed Kim K and Kanye's relationship. Jeffree Star.
What's Jeffree Star?
Okay. But go on.
He's like a MUA or something.
Yeah, he's a makeup artist.
Right. So most down low men, they're messing with men like him. They wish, you know, that they were women. They're attracted to them. So I wouldn't say over 90% of men are attracted to, are not just attracted to women only. I think that there are a good amount of men that are DL in secret. They're flexible. They don't want to be labeled as gay or homosexual. They just want to lay with those type of, but it's gay. I don't know. It's weird, but it's something that they are not being fulfilled in. They look for those in trans women or whatever. But I don't think it's that high in number. I just think that exists in his world or her world or whatever we're calling it. I don't know.
Because he's sleeping with men who are pretending to be straight. Why would he not know?
Right, but
how do you know it's 90%?
With all those
because he's sleeping with people's husbands.
That didn't mean nothing, you boy. What does that mean? He slept with 95% of the world. 95% of all the dudes in the world he slept with. And you're saying because he's sleeping with certain people's husbands, now that's how that number hit 95.
Right.
Over 90% of men is a lot. That's excessive.
I think it's 98%. He thinks it's 95%.
Well, what makes him think that? I know you're laying
Because
with a
he's a
lot of
gay
married
man.
men.
He's a gay man. So as a gay man, if he's judging other men, that probably 5% of them are not gay. That's
You
his
have been sleeping
lifestyle.
with a
He would
lot
know.
of men to know that.
Gay men do sleep with a lot of men. Gay men are the most promiscuous.
Mm, that is
This is the
excessive.
statistics, especially, and then the gay ones who.
I want her to give me the statistics. I want you to give me the statistics that's going to link up to him knowing that 95% of the male population likes sleep with dudes. I want her to tell me that. What's the stat? If you're a guy and you open doors with your right hand, you definitely out there looking at man butt. What's the stat that links this to the 95? I'm just waiting.
Dabble with women. It's just a statistical fact.
I don't know if
Men,
it's that high. I think it may be high.
I've met a
well,
lot of
no, this
down low
is just
men,
me, but I think it's like 98.
and they hate themselves for it. Like they hate themselves for being attracted to them, or they say, or they'll try to be delusional. Oh, it's just conversation. Oh, it's just him giving me a whatever.
You know why I believe it's high? It's the majority. Is because it's too many guys that go to.
Hey, I keep reading the comment section. There, that sounds funny, and I think it could be. I don't know if it is. What they keep saying is that Molly is projecting, and she got cheated on by a down low guy. So now she's perfectly fine with running around saying that like all men, because 98, let's just say that all men are actually out here looking for man butt. I'm not gonna lie to you, that makes sense. For you to be a person who's just comfortably saying the things you're saying, it looks like some dude, you walked in a room and some dude was like, no, Molly, I'm sorry. And you became the dude with the mustache off the Matrix. And you was like, I gotta go back into the Matrix.
Jail, and it's gay for the stay. It's high. It's the majority. Is because it's too many guys that go to jail, and it's gay for the stay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but do we even have a percentage on that?
Mm-hmm. It's high.
Listen, I called my dog Fleece, and Fleece
It's
said,
all men.
Fleece said, majority of these guys is unwilling to go, and he would spend almost his entire life there.
Well, based off of that, you have to know, do the majority of men go to prison? But I get the logic you're using. If every time a guy go to prison, it's like almost a coin flip that he gonna be with a dude. Now you need a big enough group of people who go in there and that happens for us to say what we're saying. And now you gotta go by the thing about if that guy go in there and he get beat into submission, his brain is now traumatized. He is literally mentally broken. Is that dude actually into dude, or is he now traumatized? Like there's a lot of information that goes in this, but right now Anton is at least giving some type of information to have a discussion. Molly, fentanyl.
And he said the majority of these guys make a pact that they just not gonna talk about it when they get out.
Yes.
Do a majority of men go to prison though?
I can rock with y'all on that. I think that it's a high percentage, meaning that it's higher than we would like to think. But I think that one, it's reckless to throw out a percentage and say only 5% are attracted to men just because you sleep with down low men. Obviously, only down low men are going to approach you. Straight men aren't going to approach you. So your sample size is skewed. So I can't get with that.
He said that are attracted to women only. That means we throwing everything in there. We throwing
He has no way to do that.
we throwing boys, we throwing girls, we throwing everything in there. I think that most people are freaked out. I think that when you combine prison and you combine the hypersexuality of everything, I think that niggas be getting out of control.
I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying 95% being able to go whichever way the wind blows is kind of high it's higher than I believe it to be. And
I don't know if it's 95.
This is an unfair question, but Kim, if you had to put a percent, a more reasonable percent, what would you put?
I would say 35, 40. But
That's,
I'm not,
That's it.
that's a lot in itself, though. Even if
No, it's a lot, but that's a more reasonable number. 40, 45%. I can check off on that later. 45%, 45%, I would agree, because the thing you just said, you're putting in like girls, boys, animals. You put all those things in. Yeah, I think I would 45%. Yeah, man. Turn the lights off, a hole's a hole. That person might be 45 of them. Might be 45%. Especially if you go by the amount of guys who actually even have children in human beings' existence. There's not that many. Not that many men get to have kids. I can go with that. But Molly, that's fentanyl, and the other guy, meth. Like I don't know.
just 35, 40.
and that's what I said. I think it's a lot in terms of it's higher than we would like it to be. But I do not, and I will not believe that 95% of men are just out here just floating.
No, he didn't say that they are doing something. He said that they may be attracted to.
He has no idea, though.
I don't believe that.
Because that's what I get it, because if anything, they're doing it for attention too, to be as or delusional to be as feminine as possible. If somebody's not attracted to it, then why are so many of them doing it? I just think that it's not that high. I would have, and I know if you said that's a unfair question, Carrie, but if I had to ballpark it, I would say at least about a fourth of men are likely attracted to more than just women. Like, even if they don't like to be, a woman could have a crappy attitude and all of that stuff, but if she get dolled up and got the booty and got the boobs, they're still gonna be aroused. And if women are having those same features, they would hate themselves for being aroused. Just like, I know this is way off the ballpark, just like women that are SA victims, they hated to get aroused when they're getting SA, but they were. So maybe their minds are programmed that these men are looking like women, that they have some type of attraction to them. And it's very high number. And they probably don't like it. Some probably block it out. Some probably explore it. If
we're going to say 95% are doing whatever, there's 3 men on this panel. 95% of 3 is...
No, that's too small of a sample size.
And
No, yeah, he said that because that means Anton is out there, like he's out there fudge cycling. That's what he's doing. No, don't you say, no, that's too much of a small sample size. That's crazy. Nah, Anton, you signed off on this. You checked off with Molly crazy ass thing and that dude over there. Nah, nigga, you can't backtrack that. Yeah, based off of that, we gotta think you out there diving in the fudge Sundays. You out there looking for it. A dude walk past you and he uses hips too much when walking, you do this. That was your fault. Don't let him backtrack now. Slimmy Q, now stop, come off a camera and make him sizzle in that.
Not to say that it's not. What can his sample size be? How many men exist in this country?
Man,
alone?
listen, it don't really matter to me how people want to frame it. We can frame it how we want to frame it. It does. I know what I am, so I'm not tripping about it. Like,
okay.
I don't play that.
Sure.
That's why I'm so comfortable talking about it. And the reason why I'm very comfortable talking about it is because I think it's problematic in the community. I think that just because we bury our head in the sand and act like that it's not something that's plaguing us does not make it any less true, or it doesn't make it any less of a problem. And so if we want to address issues in our communities and problems that's happening, then we have to absolutely positively address it.
I'm letting you know right now, he's just saying words. Anton, you're just saying words right now. You got to sizzle in that. You are part of this 98% that Molly said. You are part of this 95% that dude said. You ain't, I ain't letting you, you're not out. I know who I am. We know who you are too. Yeah, you out there looking for man, but allegedly, hit the allegedly button.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Based off the stat that's being said, based off of all this, my nigga, you can't leave out. Nigga out here looking for love in all the wrong places.
And all of these, like, I see niggas, look, I know the majority of you niggas in the chat is gay. I know that for a fact. I know the majority of these niggas in the chat is gay. I'm very, very comfortable because I got a big and...
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
I'm not gay.
This
How about we do this?
you know what I'm saying? The hoes love me. So that just is what it is. But niggas that I see that's so adverse about having a conversation about that's plaguing the community is wild to me. It's wild because we got STDs. We got the highest rate of STDs. We got the highest rate of motherfuckers that's on the down low, all of these chicks. And that's a problem. And so for me, I'd rather have a conversation about why that is happening and so we can solve for it instead of acting like it don't exist.
A dude went viral.
Why wouldn't we solve for the plagues that's happening in our community? And why are we not mature enough and adult enough? We old as fuck. This is some shit that we should be able to talk about and address.
Sure.
A dude went viral in Chicago he looked just like well, to me, he looked gay. But he got the tattoos on his face. He has the locks. You know what I'm saying? He got caught first with this woman. And then he went on live to explain why, he exposed himself after getting exposed himself.
Pause.
And was just talking about why he even did it in the first place. He said, well, women can't get pregnant. Women, they are, he just got some type of attraction to them, but he don't think he gay. Yeah.
A man,
because the women sit there and tell them
come up with a reason.
Of course.
But they just have a it's sick. It's more, it seems like it's more
men don't like BBLs, but they like with BBLs.
You know how, marijuana is the gateway. They said marijuana was the gateway to other drugs. I think that, and this hypersexuality is all a gateway to, it's not enough to feed your demons. You got to go out and do something more extreme, more freakier than what you anticipate.
I think it's a combination that adds to a high number. I think it's a lot of niggas that probably got touched when they was little. That's number one. I think that we over-sexualize and people continue to go as far as they can possibly go because they don't get aroused at regular no more. I think that we have a proliferation of porn that's absolutely ruining us. I think that there's a lot of guys that got raised by just their mamas and they didn't have no father in the house. And so they relate more to the women than they do to the men. And I think that we got a higher incarceration rate in our community than otherwise. And that also factors into it. So when you start to have put all of these things into it, I don't see why we won't say that it's a lot of guys and the majority of the guys that's out here, because a lot of guys, they participate in all of that stuff or some of that stuff one way or another. We got the highest rate of single mother households. We have a huge problem when it comes to our crime rate and being incarcerated. And when niggas is locked up around men too long, what the fuck you think is happening? We got that problem happening. We got no self-control when it comes to dick discipline. We over freaked out. And we don't even have nothing that's stopping us because most people ain't even spiritual no more.
Now, I agree with all of that, but how did we even turn this into a black thing when Jeffree Star is the one that was talking about this? Isn't he racist?
Thank you. I don't know if he's racist, but she's right. How did this become black? How did this become a black thing? That nigga said 95% of all men. We can't bring up prison. You can't bring that up. He said 95% of all men. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. That was, whew. I ain't gonna lie to you, that stress, it was sitting on me this whole time. But I was trying to let y'all listen to the video.
So he not talking.
I'm not limited it to just black people. I'm just saying that because we have the majority of black people on this panel, incarceration rate in our community, and so that's what we're talking about. I think that white men is way worse than black people. They don't that started with white people. That's a white man thing, that cuck stuff.
Molly, he's talking about your husband. Your husband, Molly.
So, I mean, that goes without saying. I think that white men is just crazy as it is. But there's other additional problems that plague black people that white people are not entirely subjected to, like the incarceration rate.
And most of them are getting money by those men too. Those women, quote unquote, too. They're getting money out of them. They want to be taken care of themselves. So they are weak, emotional. Like, I feel like those men are more the ones that women say they want an emotional underline. Those men that are emotional and they feelings go right and stand with a gay man.
This is almost like a test too, because everybody's sitting there complaining, but the numbers are still high as ain't not one person left this.
What is that?
What are you saying? Oh,
that didn't logically connect at all what you just said. Come on, what's happening? Don't do this right here. That don't mean anything. Oh, this is TV right now. People watch things that trigger them. People watch things that do any type of emotional connect. Come on, don't do that. This is wild.
Everybody's still watching while acting like they don't care about this.
I don't think that they're acting like they don't care. I think that they don't agree.
That's cool. They not agreeing. They just being mad. It's one thing to say I disagree. It's another thing to say, man, it's some bullshit that we talking about this. Nah, it's a difference.
You're right, but you also just said like the whole chat is gay, basically, and then turned around and told.
That's what happens when you insult people.
Like, I mean,
you get insulted back. When you say to people, that I do this regularly. I insult the chat all day long on the Millionaire Morning Show. I insult the chat here. I don't give a f. I go back and forth with the chat because I think that the chat is a part of the show.
Right, y'all just said y'all just said 5% of
so
men
wait a minute
are straight.
So we crash out on the chat all the time, and it's not a problem.
But
y'all just said 5% of men are straight.
But wait. For this subject, it's problematic to crash out on the chat.
I mean, I asked a long time ago, why is being called gay such a big thing? Because everybody's throwing it at Quentin like it's a problem, but the fact is, men do that to other men to emasculate.
Wait. Nobody mentioned Quentin.
Emasculate your entire chat.
Wait, nobody
She's
mentioned
not saying
Quentin.
tonight. She's not
talking
saying
about
tonight.
She's talking about all the
And I'm not even
videos.
talking about you, Anton. I'm just saying people in the chat like throw that at Quentin or throw that at men in general when they don't like what they're saying or they don't like them in general.
Because it's an insult. If you want to insult somebody, like, they'll say something.
Right, which is why they're coming back.
No. The problem is you agree with a homosexual man saying that only 5% of men are straight.
Why is that problematic?
That is absurd. That is absurd.
Problematic. Why is it?
That is absurd. First off, we're not listening to no homosexual man discuss straight men. We're not letting them set the bar for this. We are not letting homosexual men discuss straight men. Period. Period.
Because if he's the person that participates the most with men that project themselves to be straight, then why wouldn't we hear it?
No, we don't.
Based off of that logic, Anton, then that means you will actually listen to women when they say that majority of men are grapists. Based off of that logic you're using. When they run around, they just start saying stuff like that, there will be no pushback from you then. Based off of that logic. But I guess you're just saying let's listen to the conversation, even though there was no stat. He even told you the stat is himself. Him saying that it already destroyed his conversation. But having the conversation off of what he said is nonsensical. It makes no sense.
We don't have to hear that he say this is a fucking.
So
we don't have to hear that he say.
So bury your head in the sand because you don't like what he's saying.
I'm not burying my head in the sand. I think it's absurd that we even taking what he's saying into consideration and agreeing with him. I think this is absurd.
Well, it's because he's the one that's sleeping with them. Because he's the one sleeping with them. The
So-
down low
So
man.
why?
He's not sleeping
You
with
don't think
hold on.
hold on, wait,
Let
wait.
me- let-
You
let me
don't
answer
think
you.
that he has incentive to make it seem like more men are gay than what it really is?
What
Just to
incentive
cause
does he
this
have?
just to be problematic?
What incentive does he have, Slimmy?
He can make himself feel better by saying more people want him, which is something that's a very feminine thing to do. Women do that, and if he's a dude that try to pretend he's a woman, which is he feminized himself, he would do that. The second thing would be it makes money. It went viral. That's the other thing. Molly says things just all types of ways, and you see it viral. He does have incentive. Viral makes money. The other thing you said makes you feel better about yourself, which is both of those are benefits for a person.
What do you mean? He got plenty of incentive because he wants other men to seem like him.
Why do you say, what do you mean? If you said it, then I'm asking you to substantiate your argument.
And then I said, because he wants more men to seem like him.
No, what you said first is, what do you mean?
I said, then I said, he wants more men to seem like him.
And what? So he can fuck them all?
No, because it's emasculation. Just like women emasculate, homosexual men can emasculate too. It's just emasculation. It's humiliation.
Or maybe he is a part of a community, and it's not just him, but he knows a lot of people that do the same thing.
Not
and what I'm saying is,
95%.
if it's a problem, address the shit. But running from it and acting like it don't exist just because you don't like it, don't make the problem go away.
I don't know who's running from it. I don't know who's running from it. I don't know where that running from came from. But what my problem with it is, I don't want to have no discussion with no homosexual man speaking for straight men.
What you talking
That's
about
lame.
it for? What you talking about it for then?
Because I think it's corny that we even discussing it like this.
You don't want to talk about it, so why?
I think it's corny that it's even brought up, and that we are taking it into consideration that this homosexual man is speaking on straight men things. I think that's sad, man.
I don't. I think it's sad that we actually have men that are projecting themselves to be straight, acting homosexual behind closed doors, and we want to act like it don't exist. And that's one of the reasons why we see more black men continuing to be on the DL, and we see more women in the mother clinic because they didn't know that the nigga that they was with is DL.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Women are going to deal because they keep sleeping with the same guys. They keep sleeping with the same guys. How much y'all want to bet this? Do you think when P. Diddy get out, he's going to get less women? You don't think there's still going to be a plethora of women who are willing to sleep with a guy, even after what P. Diddy did, because they get some type of benefit for it? So that's not true. Women make terrible decisions, and that's how they end up being in the clinic.
Just because you don't like it don't mean it ain't happening. Just because we want to say, I don't want to hear it, don't mean it ain't true.
These women is marrying prisoners. We seen it. Y'all sent it in the group chat. They marrying prisoners.
I think
that's called bad decision making.
98% though. I mean 95%.
That shit is insane.
This is the same man who allegedly may or may not have broke up Kim K and Kanye's marriage.
What did that guy do with 95%?
Look at their child.
If this is the man who was sleeping with Kanye, I'm taking his word for it. And I used to follow him at one point.
You're taking a dude saying that he slept with another dude word for it because he said he did it. Okay.
Be pulling all types of men.
Quincy,
Why do you keep bringing up Kim K and Kanye like that's the bar? Like just because he did shit them that doesn't make it.
Because Kim K is a god to women. I'm sorry, she just is. Depending on who you ask.
She's a god to
women. And then this man broke up her marriage. Allegedly, maybe. We don't know.
Carrie, if they spam the chat, you gotta time them out.
Yeah, they keep spamming the same
And he's speaking
thing.
on DL men, so I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
Their marriage was messed up to begin with when she was.
That's not for me to judge, but if this is the person who they're putting a face as to why they got a divorce, then
is that what they said? That's why they got a divorce?
Allegedly. And then he's speaking on DL men. Listen to gay men when they be talking about other men. I'm sorry, I do. I'm sorry. And there's a lot of men out here who spilled the beans, and I think a lot of women are protecting these gay men as well.
That's terrible.
You just said in Chicago,
a lot of guys right now.
Yeah,
It's a lot of guys that's projecting in the chat, and I know why.
And some of y'all was raised by stud mamas and stuff. Come on, y'all know y'all gay. Your mamas is gay.
I know why.
I guess 95% of them was raised by stud mamas, right?
Why I gotta be all that shit though, man?
It
Come
is,
on, man. Come on, Molly.
because studs be
Molly,
raising
come on,
sons.
Molly, come on.
Welcome
They'll
back,
band
Slimmy.
together to raise some sons.
No, man.
Okay.
This a bad
And I know these
conversation,
women be
man.
gay because they mamas be gay.
No,
And they
this
don't know. They
bad,
don't know.
Okay,
man.
so
They
wait a
don't
minute.
know.
This
They
bad,
don't know it's
man.
wrong.
This
Let
is
me ask you a
bad.
question, Slimmy.
This
So
is bad.
you suggest
Kanye
that
said he
we
was
on
sucking off his
after
cousin.
hours that tackle all conversations.
Allegedly.
Do you suggest that we never bring up any conversation with regard to addressing issues amongst our population of men doing something that they're not supposed to do, homosexuality?
I never said that.
I'm asking you. I didn't say you said it. I'm asking you a question. Do you suggest that we not address those type of issues?
No, we do address them, but we don't use homosexuals to address it. We don't need what they say. We don't need
So
what they
straight
say.
men speak on heterosexual issues?
I'm answering the question, ma'am. Please let me answer the question. Please let me answer the question. Please. Before you go on your rant, just let me respond.
Let me go ahead, answer it.
I do not like homosexuals speaking for straight men. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to be in conversations like that. I think it's kind of corny. Like, you stay on your side. Don't speak on men over here. You don't ever want us. Y'all don't even want us to talk about y'all lifestyle and say, hey, we don't rock with that. We can't even say we don't rock with y'all. So what the fuck you speaking on straight men for? That's why I got a problem with it. Because y'all don't even want to be judged on what y'all do. That's the facts. Y'all don't want nobody speaking down on your lifestyle. So stay your bitches over there. Stay your bitches over there and don't speak on straight men. Don't. I think that's problematic. Because who's to say you gonna tell the truth? Who's to say you gonna tell the truth?
No, it doesn't stop them, Slimmy.
I'm not. What I'm saying is we shouldn't even take in regard what they saying. We shouldn't even take it into regard. We already know it's down low men. Get your bitches over there too.
But we need to know who they are.
Hold on. Get y'all bitch asses over there too. Get y'all bitches over there too. We don't around like that. You either straight or you gay. There ain't no in between. There ain't no down low.
If the gay men not exposing the DL men, how do we know, Slimmy? How do we know? We need the gay men to tell us who they're sucking.
Why you don't want to have a conversation, man?
Based off of your logic, well, never mind. Molly ain't got no logic.
I want to be able to have a conversation. Just being able to, I'm sitting there, I sat here on mute, and every time I say something, Molly just got to jump in. Like now, when I do that, it's problematic.
The whole night, you can't single her out, Slimmy.
No. I'm going to single whoever is speaking over me out.
Slimmy,
I ain't saying that when nobody was talking.
Yes,
I haven't said anything when anyone was talking.
Slimmy, you're giving it from your perspective, but as a woman, I would like to know, as a woman
you can remove the second Carrie.
If we have to be heterosexual women, if I'm sleeping with a man who's a homosexual,
based off the stat, that's what you are doing, but go ahead.
I need to know that. No? If men are sleeping with other men and they know who the men are that's sleeping with men, why can't they tell that information? Why can't they talk about it? Why can't they say,
did he say that guy over there slept with him? Or did he say 95% of all men are this thing? See how that it's
a lot of these men are not heterosexual.
That wasn't a charity.
And I think that's why the birth rates are falling too, because I think a lot of women know these men are gay. And who wants to reproduce with that?
Everybody needs to just tell what side of the fence they falling on, because there are a lot of women that are high in numbers that are attracted to women even. I mean, women in the locker room, in the gym locker room, something, oh, your boobs are pretty. Oh, can I touch them?
Like,
men don't care about that, though.
For example, and this is another reason. There's several reasons why this is important to talk about. One of the issues is that I believe that the STD and STI rate, especially when it comes to HIV, is being spread amongst gay men in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that unless you are actually down low.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. It's not true. These women do sleep with bisexual men. Big screen. I'm sorry. Y'all want to finish it? I'll put it. I guess. Put it in chat. First off, do women want to sleep with Lil Uzi? Do women want to sleep with Young Thug? Now, I'm not saying. I'll be honest with you. Let's get one thing straight. You won't know that somebody is DL unless they're caught or they tell you. But look at the identifiers. Look at the identifiers that Lil Uzi has did. Look at the identifiers that Young Thug has did. Women ignore those and still will sleep with them. And once again, it's not 100% that they are this thing. So allegedly,
that's ignorant.
it's not 100%, but you're gonna just believe them. They say they're not. This comes back to they make bad decisions. They make bad decisions and then this happens and then now they're victims. That's all we're gonna say now is they're victims. Oh my God, we need the guys to tell you that they're criminals, not you watching them run into somebody's house at nighttime, like without the person being there. But still, this don't mean nothing. The conversation was what Kimmy kept saying was correct. He doesn't know that stat that he's saying, and y'all are literally trying to almost sign off on it. And the thing is, Anton, you was 100% talking about black men, just like right here at the end. You did it you practically did it again when the guy was speaking about everybody. Molly, I kind of think what they were saying, I kind of think a dude was with a dude that she was with, and he was with the dude, and her brain got warped after that. I think somebody tried to pull her out the matrix without her picking up the phone, so now she's stuck. She's just stuck now, freezing. Slimmy was technically correct. The only thing that I don't agree with, I don't like when people just say something's corny. I was like, oh, that's corny. Nah, articulate it, but technically he did. He did articulate it by saying, hey, yo, these are dudes who like dudes. Why are we letting them speak for us? They get a benefit by doing this. They get to say that they're important, and guess what? Why would I not believe that a person who were into dudes would not say this thing because they want the world to join them? Like, think about it. What Anton is saying, I'm like, hey, yo, wait, hold up. Ain't this the type of stuff that happens in the Bible? Like in the Bible, this is like Sodom and them. This is what happens. Don't they say like the devil wants to bring more people with him? So like if you believe this thing right here is actually bad, if you believe it's bad, why would you not think a person who's doing something bad don't want other people to join him in this thing? But I ain't like this was a wild take right here. That was wild sis too. Now I ain't gonna say the opposite, say 95% of men are straight. No, I will not say that. I won't say 90. I'm perfectly fine with like this is a good this number gonna be wild, y'all, because I just don't know. 24%. That right there, yeah, they do it. They be like this. Hey, yo, turn the lights off. Teddy Pendergrass, turn them off. And that's the only thing that they're thinking about. Niggas, he's gonna say 95%. And Anton gonna try to say, no, you can't use the panel. Yes, we can. We certainly can use the panel. And you gotta stand on that.